There's a brand new cake trend that is taking the internet by storm, and I want to get in on that action. This comic cake trend uses really simple, easy, and quick techniques to make your cake look like it has jumped right on out of a comic strip. It is so awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys how to do it. So for this, you are going to need a piping bag with a large round nozzle, another piping bag with a small nozzle like a number 2, a small crank palette knife, some white buttercream, a small amount of black buttercream, and I've made these super cute, simple sugar paste cherries. Now, of course, you're also going to need a cake. So I've got myself a cake here, which I've top coated with white buttercream, and I've put it in the fridge to completely chill down so it is nice and firm to decorate onto. And that's it. So let's get started. So first of all, you want to use the palette knife to spread on your buttercream to make these big, chunky drips. Use the end of the palette knife to spread it into place, and then use the long, sharp part of the palette knife to smooth it off and make it nice and neat. To get the most cartoon-looking cake, make your drips all different lengths, different thicknesses, use different angles, and then when you're happy with the shapes, just smooth off the top of your cake, pulling in those raggedy bits of icing to make it nice and neat. Now you're going to do the same thing but around the base of the cake on your cake board to make it look like the icing has kind of slipped right off. Put the remaining white icing into your piping bag with the large round nozzle, and now pipe 6 really fat, chubby, cute, chunky swirls on top of your cake. And then on top of each of these, pop on one of the sugar paste cherries. Okay, so it's not looking all that cool just yet, but guys, I'm just getting started. There is so much more to do. But if you're liking this video, then please give us a little thumbs up. It is just down there, and it really helps our channel out. Anyway, let's get back to the cake and get on with outlining. So I've put the black buttercream into the piping bag with the small nozzle. This is a number 2, but you just want something little and round to do the outlining with. So let's do this. All right, so start by outlining the drips. Now, this can be a little bit scary and a little bit tricky, so have a practice on some greaseproof paper first, but don't fear, because what's going to make this cake look super duper comic-y is using these broken lines, and it's also going to make it so much easier. When you're piping, try to use a consistent amount of pressure to make your lines nice and even and neat. When the drips are all outlined, we're going to move on to the base and the top edge of the cake. So just do the same thing using broken lines all the way around. This is starting to look so cool, but what's going to make it pop even more is adding these extra little details. So just doubling up on some of the piped lines, adding these little movement lines and making it look just like a drawing. Now when you're outlining the swirls on top of the cake, this is probably the hardest part because they're round and they're swirly. So just do it little by little, small, short, broken lines, because trust me, it is near impossible to get a nice smooth line all the way around. Finally, it is time to outline the cherries. So just make sure that they're facing forward each time that you outline them, so that whichever way the cake is pointing, it looks super duper cute. I absolutely love this technique. I think it is so cool and it's so simple, yet it's so effective. How many times can I say so? I love the red cherries as well. They kind of add a little 1950s kind of pop art to this whole cake. Now, if you do make this at home, please share your photos with us over on Instagram so we can see what you get up to, and tag us using hashtag Cupcake Jemma. If you have any questions about this technique, then just head to the comments box below. I'll be here on Thursday when this video goes live answering any questions that you might have. I'm going to go and show this to Dane and see what he thinks of it. But most importantly, we're going to go and eat it because it is cake that deserves to be eaten. If you want to hang out with us on the last crumb over on our Bake Club for some chat, maybe some banter. I can't promise too much banter. Dane's not that funny. No, I'm kidding, he is. Then join us at patreon.com/Cupcake Jemma. And speaking of Jemma, she will be back next week with a special guest, super baker Ed Kimber, and they'll be baking a one-batch single chocolate chip cookie from his brand new book, which is Small Batch Bakes. So make sure you're tuned in next Thursday to see that, and if you haven't subscribed, then do it so that you don't miss any of our videos. Right, that's it from me. I'm gonna go and eat this cake, but I'm gonna take the whole turntable because I'm too scared to pick it up. Oh, Dane!